I have a goal of trying to get to $10,000 in my business while also doing the whole 9 to 5 thing. I'm married with 2 kids. So there's been some challenges. And in these videos, what I like to do is share them because I'm building my business in public with these videos. It helps me with accountability. It just helps me sort of stay on track. It gives me a way to like share what's been going on and just like be an outlet for stuff. So this is day 17 of me going on my path to 10K a month. And quite honestly, it's time to step up. And I'll explain what I mean in a second. We're also going to talk about maybe things I did in the business today, which is part of what this is. And then at the end, the important things tracker, things that metrics that I care about inside my business, sort of seeing the progress of where everything is, where it's going. And then I get upset when, I get annoyed when stuff isn't moving quickly enough. And I try to keep thinking, how can I make it better and better and better? So just seeing this visually every day has just been very helpful. So what do I mean time to step up? Well, not that this matters for the video, but I have a personal finance community, okay? Helping people save more, pay off debt, etc., etc. And I recently just did like a sort of a launch of my paid stuff there, and it didn't go very well. AKA, like, I don't know if anyone even saw the post. I don't know if people, like, no one engaged with it. So what I did was I did the most uncomfortable thing that I've done so far. In a while, I should say. I just like people talk about this all the time, but I talked to my customers. So I found 20 people in my community. Well, I picked them out of the people that were like the most engaging and or maybe had some like extra business context. So maybe they're like, "Hey, I'm trying to work on my personal finance thing, but I also have a community on school and I also have like I'm I have an offer and stuff like that." So like do they have the context of personal finance? Like, are they my customers, but also the offer, right? So I asked 20 people, and I'm looking at my phone here because I'm gonna pull up the note. And basically, what I said was, which was very interesting. First of all, guys, I asked a simple question. I just said, "Hey, can I get your opinion on something?" to 20 people. What percentage of people do you think got back to me within 12 hours? All of them, every single one. And there's some people that I have not like really talked to in a while or whatever. Like I don't have a great relationship with them, but I just see that they're in the community or whatever. All of them, they all said, "Hey, sure, what? Yeah, how can I help?" Um, and then I was like, "Well, basically, I did this launch thing, and no one saw it, or it was, no one cared, or whatever. Womp womp to me. Hey, would you mind just taking a look at it? Like if it was someone in the community, it's like you're an engaged member of this community. Is this something that you care about? Is all this stuff things that you care about? Or if maybe they had a little more business context, it's like, hey, can you just like what was my copy? Like what would you have done here, etc. And everyone was so great. But listen to some of this feedback, and I just sort of generalized. So I took basically like I made a note of all the people's names, and then like the context next to it of what they said. So one person said it was too much info and it was overwhelming. The other person said it was too overwhelming slash the price. One person said I needed more money psychology, meaning like I wasn't creating enough like need for the person to want to do the thing. One person said, "Who's the audience?" And she didn't even see the post. One person said, basically, get to the point. One person said it sounded very, chat GPT slash salesy. One person said, I think kind of like the money psychology thing again, and I needed like a better opening to catch them. One person, I don't know, tried to help me rewrite the whole post and they used ChatGPT instead. I think they misunderstood the assignment. One person said that my copy was really poor and that I'm selling to broke people. So those were hard things to to see and hear, but it was so valuable because I there's really like probably 3 or 4 takeaways from that. Um, One, which I knew, and this is definitely the big one. It's like, um, am I targeting the right audience? Right? Like, there are some people that I talk to on the phone, like I do a call or something, and I immediately know I was like, I can't. I mean, I could sell this person, but like they just have no money, right? They're just like they're dead poor, and it's like I just don't. I can't like. So it's like, oh god. So I think what I need to do is like change the language I use in my YouTube videos, in the community. Um, yeah, so that's one of the things. The other thing was my copy sucks, I think. I actually think it's not bad, but I'm practicing it, I guess is what I'm saying. I'm trying to get better at it cuz I've always been a numbers person. I mean, I'm a corporate accountant as my day job, and yeah, I don't know. I've always kind of been good at numbers. The words have always lacked. What were some of the other two really quickly? Yeah, I guess this is kind of like my copy slash get to the point. So I've been really focusing on trying to get like the storytelling aspect of it in my posts. And it was funny. My wife is in the community too, and she's like, "These are kind of long." And I was like, "No, you don't get it. You're not my target audience. Like you just don't get it." But maybe she's onto something because that's what a couple people said. It's like, dude, you're taking way too freaking long. Um, Overwhelming. Like there was too much. There was too much. There was too much. They didn't say value, but it was like there was too many things to really latch onto. And they're like, yeah, everyone's, people's attention spans are smaller, or like their focuses are smaller. So I don't know if you can have all these things. And meanwhile, I mean, I had, 5 or 6 different things that I'm offering in the pay. Like, it's not like I had 30 things, you know what I mean? So it seemed pretty reasonable, but I understand where they're coming from. And the two people that said this were actually like real people that I think could eventually buy from me down the road. And then what was like one of the other ones here? Yeah, the money psychology stuff. Yeah, yeah. So, oh God, how do you spell that? Psychology. Nope. Psych. So one person said like I didn't devalue the free community part enough. I should have like said like, hey, I have all this stuff, but like, yeah, whatever. Like anyone could do this, but if you actually want to win, it's this over here. Another person talked about like price anchoring stuff, so kind of like next level stuff, to be quite honest with you. But I think just like the money psychology is something that I can work on for sure. Um, and just to be clear, like I'm not going to be super specific, but I opened up this $64 a month thing, and there's like we'll call it 6 things in there. So I have a free, I have a $64 a month, and then I have a higher ticket thing, which is $2,500 per year. It's like a done for you service. So this is kind of the levels that I'm using. And yeah, I think I've made the free to a point where like, hey, you could literally come here and not talk to me and follow the stuff, and you just would get a win. So what I'm trying to do now is I'm trying to attract them to the community with a free challenge, and it's like a 2-day challenge, group challenge or whatever, and I do it every week. That way, it's like I guess I could have like 20 people on the same call. Realistically, I would be pretty stressed about that. Just part of the game, because I've just had like 1 or 2 people on these calls that I've done so far. And then from there, I'd be like, hey, you just got this awesome outcome that you definitely wanted when you joined the community, right? And they're like, yeah, yeah. So like, don't you want to keep it going? And that's when I point to this. I'm almost never gonna point to this, unless there's like a big need. Most people just don't have that. I am helping someone right now doing this though, like kind of off the radar a little bit, not in my community, just sort of this thing that happened in real life. So yeah, I am doing a high ticket thing, and that's what gave me the idea to do this, to be quite honest with you. She's like, hey, it was someone that I worked with previously. She's like, hey, I'm still struggling with that thing. I don't want to do it anymore. Is this something you would just do? And I was like, oh, this sounds like a high ticket thing. I would love to do that for you, right? So that's how that kind of went about. So really like a traction offer here. Traction offer, very cool. Free 2-day challenge to help people join the community, get the win, and then boom, zoom them up to the monthly recurring. And I mean, I'm doing the math on the $10,000 a month goal that I want. If I'm charging $64 a month, it's 156 people would need to pay me $64 a month. So I do need to kind of rethink things, but I think for now I don't need to make it perfect. I just need to start doing something. And I think all of this stuff was really, really helpful for me. This is like critical. I really need to come up with a better strategy for this, because like I'm just talking to a lot of people that are very broke. So I need to change the language everywhere. Um, I don't know. Let me know. I guess every business, there's always going to be like a price thing, or people can't afford stuff. So what do you guys do or think of when you're in the zone, when you're like, talking to someone and you just know immediately that they're just not going to be a good fit money wise? I'm sure, I mean, it happens to every industry, right? So, but I'm specifically targeting people that are like clutching their pearls, like with, not pearls. That was a bad example because that's like an actual thing. Clutching their dollars, right? And they're like, oh God, I have to like hold on to all my dollars. So I need more people that are like the lady that I'm working with for the high ticket thing. She's like just spending money and investing in herself and like doing all this stuff because she knows it's going to make her better. And it's like, I need more people like that, to be quite honest with you. So yeah, this is what I'm dealing with. It was pretty uncomfortable. But everyone says to do this. And now I have some really strong takeaways. I'm going to keep practicing my copy. I don't really think I'm going to change this because I disagree slightly, but I hear what they're saying. So if more people are saying that, then I understand, and I gotta work on that. And then yeah, the money psychology. I think this is all just sort of like the copy, the money psychology. It's just like business stuff. So my plan is actually in the first little bit maybe to get the $10,000 rolling a little faster. The free challenge into the $64 a month, and then every time someone pays me and I get a payout from school, I'm going to do retargeting on YouTube just to try it. Because at the end of the day, if someone pays me $64, I could put $64 in retargeting. That's $64. It's not going to make me rich. It's not going to help me quit my 9 to 5. It's not going to help me pay off my mortgage. So I might as well like try, like experiment retargeting. So anyone that's watched my YouTube channel in say the last year or something, and make a video that's talking about this, the free challenge. Because I think that would be pretty cool to do. So I'm going to call it there, except for the important things tracker. So let's see how we're doing. How much money did I make in my business today? I made $0. My YouTube channels. So here we are in Entrepreneur in Progress. We have another subscriber. Very cool. And so that's 6 subscribers. And oops, where am I here? 787. Where am I? There we go. 787, 6 subscribers here. Look at this. We're just cranking up. We're cranking. My communities. I have a Entrepreneur in Progress community, helping entrepreneurs, not helping anyone actually. Take that back. I'm not helping anyone. I'm just trying to create a network of entrepreneurs. That's what I meant to say. And I charge $1. Not because I want your money, because I don't want the bots in here. I'm trying to add some friction. So that's at 3 members. And then my personal finance community is at 238. That went up a lot today. Where's my thing? 238. Went up 2%. Nice. Yeah, this has been moving. This has been moving and shaking. On the 8th, so 10 days ago, gained like 20 people. 2 people a day. It's pretty cool. Anyway, doing these videos daily, guys. If you kind of resonate with the Entrepreneur in Progress sort of lifestyle or feeling, or you have a 9 to 5 or your family, or you have what other thing in life and also trying to grow your business, let me know, like, what's your struggle with what are you struggling with? What's the problem? Again, not that I can help you, but hopefully we can just help, each other. Like maybe you're better at something than I am, and we just kind of bounce ideas off each other in the YouTube comments or something like that. I'd love to get that going. But yeah, I'm making these videos daily, so I will see you tomorrow.